Breaking news last night, 5 people killed in a crash on Highway 160 outside Clarksburg. This ended with the arrest of the driver after a carjacking and pursuit from the crash scene all the way to Elk Grove. Sacramento County coroner has identified 4 of the 5 victims. 16-year-old Kervante Swigert, 18-year-old Faith Samuel, 19-year-old Lorraine Salaz Stevens, and 29-year-old Monty Nunn. The 5th victim's identity has not been released.
The driver, 28-year-old Cameron Garcia, is in custody facing several felonies tonight, including DUI and vehicular manslaughter DUI. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandor joins us live at the scene where family and friends have been visiting all day long. What have they been telling you, Michelle?
Well, we've been very respectful of family and friends that they've been out here. Many of them did not want to speak with us. They just wanted to take in the moment and, see where it is that they lost their loved ones. We did speak briefly, though, with the aunt of Monty Nunn, and she says he was such a good man, kind man. She says that she was helping out the driver and giving him a place to stay, and that they were out here last night, and she doesn't know why. But this is where the crash happened, right here off of River Road. This is where the family and friends have been coming to look at the debris, see what's left. They've been finding clothes and belongings, and actually the homeowners who own this property have been consoling family and friends as they do find those belongings, and everyone just trying to understand why this happened.
The car flipped around, did a 180 and upside down, and so it was over here in the ivy and it was on fire.
Josh Ochner was inside his home when he heard the unmistakable noise. He knew immediately what happened near his driveway.
I heard a large boom, and I was in my house. It actually shook the house. It was so intense. It was like a transformer exploding.
Ochner and other neighbors ran to help and saw victims in their driveway, on the road, and in the brush. He also saw the driver, 28-year-old Cameron Garcia.
He didn't look injured at all, but he had his hands on his head and he was saying, no, no, no. He was really upset, and he was looking at the bodies, and then he walked away.
The California Highway Patrol says Garcia was driving the Cadillac Escalade northbound on Highway 160 around 5:30 Thursday evening when he veered off the road and slammed into a tree. Everyone was thrown from the vehicle, and all 5 passengers died on the scene. Investigators say no one in the SUV was wearing seatbelts.
Yeah, it was an extensive traffic collision. It was one of the worst I've ever seen. I've been on for about 15 years now, close to 15 years.
Officer Mark Levitt says the driver didn't stay on the scene. Investigators say Garcia carjacked a woman who had stopped to help. Ochner saw it, but didn't realize what happened.
And he came right at me. I had to actually back up a few feet, and then he sped off. And at that time, I didn't know he carjacked the woman. We were just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So don't you see that there's a wreck here?
The CHP says Garcia fled to Elk Grove, where he got into a pursuit with officers. They eventually took him into custody.
We suspect that the driver was under the influence of alcohol. As far as blood alcohol level, that can't be released at this time.
Well, and again, as I said, we spoke with Monty Nunn's aunt, and she tells me that she is planning a candlelight vigil for him and for the other victims. And, of course, we'll let you know when that is going to take place. Now, the CHP is also trying to determine if speed was a factor in this case. The homeowners here tell us that in the past 2 years, there have been 4 bad crashes here. There's a curve right here before this tree that they hit last night, and a lot of people, they say, speed down this roadway, and I can say we have been seeing people speeding down River Road here. Also, CHP is back out here. The Sacramento County Coroner's Office and investigators will be back here looking for more evidence as they still continue the investigation into this just deadly and tragic crash. Reporting live near Freeport, Michelle Bandor, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, you really got to slow down and take your time on those roads. Michelle, thank you so much. In the meantime, Cameron Garcia faces several felonies, including gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated, carjacking, and DUI causing death. He's being held in the Sacramento County Jail. Elk Grove police will also charge Garcia following the chase. Officers say he didn't stop and got out of the vehicle and ran into a neighborhood. They eventually arrested him at the Valley High Country Club golf course.